Question. How do we call?
He gave us a signal.
Oh, man. Yeah. In case if that trailer didn't give it away, we are going to be watching the original film that kicked off this entire Xenomorph franchise that spawns like I think, oh God, I think we're coming up on 8 films now. Or this is the 9th. Something like that. Oh my gosh. Alien 1979, directed by the legend Ridley Scott. This film is so crazy, guys. I am so excited to show you guys this film because I see we had a poll go out asking if this is your first time watching this movie, and out of 24 votes, I am shocked to say, Corey, we are dead even on this one. I asked, have you watched Alien 1979 before? 50-50 said yes and no. So we got a lot of new people checking this out for this masterpiece of a film that is celebrating 45 years this year. I think it was technically released, I want to say May 25th, 1979. So well before I was born. But I've known this movie. I love this movie. I will admit I'm a bigger Predator fan than I am Alien. I'm Team Predator all the way, but I am so excited to be watching this with you guys. I see a lot of questions going on. Hey, Batcho, are we watching the special edition? I will 100% tell you the special edition is far superior than the theatrical edition. It always is, right? Unfortunately, the most available option for people to watch is the regular theatrical edition, which you can go on Hulu, Disney Plus, or you can rent it on like Amazon, Fandango, all the other digital on demand sites. So we are just doing the theatrical version, which will be interesting because I haven't seen the theatrical version in a long time. So we'll have to see. I can't even remember what's different about it. I'm so used to the special edition. So if you have the special edition and that's it, go ahead, watch that version. You'll be a few minutes after us on a couple of things. I mean, I'm not going to stop you from watching the best one. But I figured for most people who probably have some of the Hulu streaming services, Disney Plus, because I know a lot of our viewers watch the Star Wars stuff with us during that time. I figured to make it easy to not have to force people to rent the special edition. I figured let's do the theatrical cut. I wish they had the special edition on there as well, but hey, we're trying to make it easy. So obviously, if this is your first time hanging out with the Bat Channel, I cannot show the movie. They would strike us down faster than the thing popping out of our chest. You have to have Hulu, Disney Plus, or I think technically you have to have the premium subscription of Disney Plus. It's a little caveat there, but if you have Hulu, you can watch it there. Or you can rent it for like $4 on digital on demand, Amazon, Apple, however you guys want to go about it. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring out the best co-host I could ever ask for, who I'm kind of forcing to watch the movie because he's not a huge fan of the horror genre. But you know what? I'm hoping that maybe this will open his eyes to the xenomorph lore and get really into it with me because I love Predator. I love Alien. This is my jam. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Super Bro Corey.
Hey, buddy. Just at the diner here. Enjoying a snack before the movie with the crew. So, yeah. How we doing tonight, buddy?
How are you feeling?
A little nauseous, maybe.
Yeah.
Upset tummy. Some pains on and off.
In your chest a little bit,
Yeah.
Just tiny bit.
Tiny bit of pain.
Tiny bit of pain. Corey, I gotta ask you before something horribly something horribly goes wrong with you in a few moments here. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're fine.
Okay.
What's you when I told you, dude, I want to do this watch party, you were kind of like, whoa, hold on here, sir. I'm not really down with the whole Alien franchise. Can you tell me a little bit more? I didn't ask you too many questions. I was just like, well, you're gonna be here tonight. I'm forcing you.
Dude,
what's
I remember this movie being on in the household growing up when you and Dad would be watching it together. I sat down and watched it, but it wasn't really my jam. So like I may have sat down through it in its complete entirely, maybe once or twice, if that. But most of it's been like bits and pieces. I remember telling you about like, oh, I remember this scene and that scene, and you're like, dude, that's an Aliens too. And I was like,
yeah, you're like, game over, man. I was like, that's the sequel. That's Bill Paxton.
I remember Bill Paxton being there. Yeah. Wrong. Yeah, I watching this movie with you now probably is the first time I've seen it in decades, bro. So I'm looking forward to it. Enjoying a nice meal with the crew, like I said, and I think everything should go fine today. But it's cool. I was excited too when you said, hey, you want to do this watch party? I was like, yeah, absolutely. We'll do the watch party. I also really want to do Red Dawn. So I'm just going to put that in the universe right now. Red Dawn, 40th anniversary this week. So, just throwing it out there, Trey. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Aliens have been coming up quite a bit lately. I watched the Joe Rogan live on Netflix not too long ago, and He
Oh,
talked about aliens a little bit, and he talked about probing and everything like that. So I think that begs to ask the question, Trey, if you were on an alien ship or something like that, and you got sucked up or beamed up, and they probed you, would you tell anyone about it?
first off, wrong type of alien, Corey. I don't, at least I don't think the xenomorphs do that.
Are you sure about that?
We haven't seen it yet. But would I tell anyone?
Yeah, will you tell anyone that you got probed by aliens? Like that's like the thing that everybody knows, bro. Like everybody knows that when you get beamed up and sucked up by aliens, you're probably gonna get probed at some point as well. So
I feel like you're
everybody
getting
tells
like Independence Day in here.
no, everybody tells people that they get probed. They're like, hey, yo, yeah, I got probed. And if you haven't watched the Joe Rogan Experience, he talks about the probing. It's freaking hilarious, bro. Like you have to watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you have to watch it.
Well, I'll have to check out that because I think Joe Rogan's hilarious. Yeah, I'd probably tell somebody. It'd be
Really?
traumatic. I'd probably tell somebody. Yeah.
Interesting.
Begging's not new for me, but it is for Disney, Corey. Just like it is for the alien universe now. Thank you for that, Corey. I really appreciate that. Guys, let's go through some pleasantries real quick, and then we'll say hello to everyone. Make sure while we're doing this, we're giving you time to pull up your Hulu, your Disney Plus Premium, or renting the theatrical edition of Alien. If you want to just say, screw it, I'm going to watch a special edition, I ain't going to stop you. I just figured, like I said, to be easy, do the theatrical version because that was the most available option for people. But of course, you can follow us on our social media pages like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at @the_bat channel, or if you're still over on Facebook at Holy Bat Channel. It's just a great way to get in touch with us. Tell us what's going on in your life, or maybe what's going on in our lives, or different things that we're talking about. Sometimes you guys send us like, dude, this is a cool article, check it out, and maybe we'll talk about it on our show. Just do it. And it helps us out so much when you smash that like, you share this video, you subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode, because boy, oh boy, do we have some cool shows for you guys recently. Corey, next slide. All these reviews. Rebel Moon. If you didn't see Rebel Moon on Netflix, you need to. For all my sci-fi lovers, it was awesome. It was kick-ass, especially the director's cuts. Batman Cape Crusader. Sarah and I did our season 1 review. There's no spoilers and a spoiler version of it, so make sure you guys check that out. And of course, Corey and I checked out Deadpool and Wolverine, the biggest film of the year so far. It's kicking ass still. Check out that review if you haven't already. And Twisters, which is also doing really, really well, and is now a released physical. Way too soon. I agree with that. I think that was a huge mistake on the studio's part, because it just got another $15 million in the box office last weekend domestically. Like, I don't know. Silly move on their part. Studios are silly.
They just announced that they're going to play it again at the drive-in theater. I didn't get to it last week, but I may have to get to it this weekend.
Yeah, well, do it. Just do it, man. And then, of course, some upcoming shows that we have for you guys. Alien Romulus review. Of course, I'm seeing it tomorrow with the Wonder Wife. We will be doing a non-spoiler review. And maybe if it gets enough traction, enough love from you guys.
Do they have a popcorn bucket?
They do. It's a face hugger. It looks awesome. Well, there's a couple. I think AMC is doing a face hugger one, and someone is doing like the alien xenomorph head popcorn bucket. That looks kind of cool too. I dig
Will
it.
Pop out more like
I wish that'd be awesome.
Like,
if it
how
popped
cool
out
would
like
it be
another
if,
little slide?
Yeah, like here's the popcorn bucket, and then like up comes the another little.
Yeah, that just as you like are trying to get some popcorn that lasts a little bit, just thank you, buddy. Just go back down. Yeah, that would scare the shit out of your girlfriend. And then, of course, Corey and I will be doing a Star Wars Skeleton Crew trailer reaction soon. And of course, I know so many people have been like, dude, where's this teaser reaction for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2? It's coming. I promise. I promise it will be here soon.
Man.
I know. It's just been busy. You know me. I have a daytime job, a full-time job. Give me a break. YouTube's not the full job yet. Yeah. And then Alien Romulus coming out this weekend. Tomorrow, if you're going to the fan screening event, I am. I'm super stoked for. I've heard good things, which I won't lie. I'm a little disappointed. So, Corey, go ahead and go to the next slide. So, if you know the alien realm of things, it has, if you consider Alien versus Predator canon or not to this whole franchise, up to you. But I just put it in there just so you guys could see. But there's Prometheus and Alien Covenant. It was this prequel trilogy that Ridley Scott was doing that was really giving us the background about some of the things we're about to see in this movie. And I'm not going to lie, it bummed me out so damn much to hear that they weren't finishing the trilogy. I know I called it a trilogy, yet we only had 2 films. There was totally going to be a 3rd film, and it stopped. It's Alien Covenant just didn't do as well as they hoped in the box office, so they moved on and are doing something else with this Alien Romulus, which looks cool. But according to the director, Alien Romulus will take place between Alien and Aliens. So it's about 20 years apart from the first film. So that's interesting. 20 years after the first film, essentially. So that gives you a bit of an idea of where it's taking place. About 27 years before the Aliens film with Bill Paxton that Corey likes to call Game Over. So that's why we're kind of watching this now. We're watching Alien 1 to kind of prepare you guys for what we're about to see in Alien Romulus, to give you a bit of an idea of the time period and the tone that you're going to see with this movie.
So we're only 118 years away for this movie to become real life.
Yeah. Corey. Yes. Now, before we get in chat, let us know in the chat if you're ready to go, if you have your movie pulled up. And then while we do that, I'm just going to ask Corey, out of all the Alien films you think you have seen, or at least that list right there that I had you read off, have you seen any of those all the way through?
To be honest with you, Trey,
you can be honest.
I can't tell you what happens for realsy in every single one.
Okay.
So, like, I know, like, there's like a weird mother-love relationship eventually. Is that Alien 3?
That is Alien Resurrection. We don't like to talk about that movie. That one kind of goes weird.
Yeah, it gets a little creepy. Where she motherly, like, oh, I'm gonna kiss this thing, and
she didn't kiss it. I mean, the thing was all upon her, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It is a weird entry in the saga.
Aliens, as you corrected me earlier, game over, man, game over. Alien, I recall, a really nice dining room scene.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I recall this dining room scene more than I think of like Spaceballs. Because that's what I think of. Hello, my darling. Hello, my lady. That's that's kind of what I think of. Alien Covenant, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Prometheus, I didn't go see. Alien vs. Predator. I may have seen some of that one. I watched the Predators. That makes sense. I'm kind of more on you. We're more in the Predator side of things.
Yeah, because I know you and I really loved Prey. Like, in terms of this whole like Alien 20th Century Fox Studios Alien verse that they've done, totally. Predator, Prey was amazing. Such a good movie, and I'm sad to know that they're not making a direct sequel to that movie either. They're doing something else. They're going like in the future with it, which is cool. That's a new idea. We have never seen Predator so much in the future, so I don't know. I'm curious.
How about Trey? Have you ever seen every single one of these on the list?
Oh, of course, dude. I literally just watched all these recently with Wonder Wife. Watching tonight's film. Well, other than, like I said, I watched all the special editions recently. of Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection. So
You
this
want
will
to know?
be a bit of an experience for me as well.
You want to know? Probably my like most interaction with aliens has been
Hmm.
you making me play the damn games because you're too scared to play them.
Well, hold on. No. That was Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation, I was scared shitless to play because that was a creepy ass game. But you and I, when we played Colonial Marines, we were fine.
You sure about that?
Yeah, we also did Alien versus Predator. We were kicking ass at that. Yeah, I was playing. I can play all of them but Alien Isolation. When I feel like I can't actually fight back, then I'm scared shitless because I know I'm gonna die. Like the alien is just gonna get me. Once you have to like creep around kind of thing. Yeah, I'm a goner.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably download those games again and play
We
it up.
should.
I bet.
Well, we were playing one recently. I can't remember. It was a couple. I don't know. Maybe it was a year ago that we were jamming out to it.
Yeah,
That was a fun.
that was fun.
Corey, let's say hi to the chat, and if they're ready to go, we'll go ahead and get this show on the road here.
They're ready to go, Trey. We got a lot of people here. We got Dean Classified, Monarch Eyes Only. We have Red Robin. We have Atomic Kaiju 1954, Keo Lee. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse guy. Bat Fanatic. We have Brogu. We have Oracle's Clock Tower. We have Red Hooded Outlaw. We have hashtag or Beyond the Night saying hashtag Battalion taking a ride in space today. We got Brogu. We got the Butler. We got Carrie Kelly. We got Joker's Wild. 9 Lives in Hell here. The Batman Who Laughs. Kaiji Crazy Craig Rowland. Wayne Enterprises. Good Soldiers Follow Order 66. King Donkey Kong. Darth the Starkiller Unleashed. He has his tickets for tomorrow.
Nice.
We got Trevor H in the house. We have Beyond the Night, I think I said. Wayne Enterprises, Carrie Kelly, Joker's Wild, Taladia Plays. We got people filing in left and right, my friend. I think I got everybody. Brogu, we got Brogu in the house. Yeah, man. I think we're everybody's saying they're ready. Oh, we got Batman's thoughts. He says, live myself on Josh's channel. Just want to say, have a great show and give Godzilla feathers. Yeah.
Never wasted an opportunity to troll. I respect that, BD. I respect that.
Right? Yeah, buddy.
All right, guys. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and do this. I have mine set to the 0 mark. And here we go. Coming down in 3, 2, 1, play. Da, 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 da.
20th Century Fox.
Here we go.
Oh, we got Sergeant Giratina's Rising Renegades here.
What am I?
Who's Ridley Scott?
Who's Ridley Scott? Please, Corey. Don't embarrass me any longer. Yes, this is directed by the man Ridley Scott, who's done many, many great films.
I thought Ridley Scott was Sigourney Weaver.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Corey. I don't even know what to do with you. But yeah, David Giller, who produced and wrote it. Dan O'Bannon, who helped as well, and of course the creature design by H.R. Giger, who just nailed it, knocked it out of the park. You'll see some familiar faces, Corey, when you watch this. And of course, Jerry Goldsmith did the music, people.
I wish they didn't tell you, so Orko's Clock Tower could have asked.
I already knew, but go ahead, test me.
Who did Aliens 2?
What's up?
Who did Aliens? The second one.
Did you even say the right name?
No.
What's the second film?
Aliens.
Okay, you got it right. It's James Horner, though.
Damn you, Trey.
You can't beat me.
So the difference between Alien 1 and Aliens is one alien versus two aliens.
Actually, yeah, essentially.
Is it really? Huh.
Well, not, I mean, it's more than one alien. I mean, there's a shit ton.
And then Alien 3 is just three aliens.
Oh my God, Corey.
Huh. I don't remember any of this.
See, this is gonna be kind of fun, Corey, because when you told me how much you did remember, I was like, this is basically gonna be a bit of a reaction for you. A first time watch.
What year is this supposed to be?
What year?
Yeah.
It's like 2142, if I recall.
Man, if we're back using that technology again for computers, I'm gonna be real pissed off.
Well, it has a nice kind of
Dial-up? Are you shitting me? That's why we got attacked by an alien. Hearing that dial-up sound. That's like one thing that I like I should have more tolerance and patience with. Slow internet, since I grew up in the dial-up era. But yet, if my computer like lags or just has the spinning wheel of death, just want to. Sorry, haven't been paying attention to the chat.
I can pay attention to it, Corey, because I've watched this movie plenty of times to where I want you to experience it a little more.
Well, we got some people chatting. We got Gary Kelly, got to have the flying spaceship, the music from Slasher Fred is who I saw watching the director's cut version. We get more dialogue of the famous infirmary scene because in the theatrical movie version, Ripley looks very calm, but in the director's cut version, she storms like a angry bull. Welcome, Slasher
Yeah.
Fred. I'll let you monitor the chats then now from here on out.
I got it, buddy. I would love to do a watch party of the director's cut. Maybe we will after Romulus comes out. Because the special editions, all of them are far better. Even of David Fincher's Alien 3. I know that was a troubled production, but a lot of studio interference.
When did this come out?
1979. So when mom and dad graduated high school, Corey.
Wow. Who allowed the Kitan on the ship? This coffee tastes like dirt.
What did you expect, Corey? It's just ground this morning.
Ah, yes, this must be the computer room. Computer, turn on. Computer.
Corey, it's very retro. You got. It's 1979. It's all analog still.
I'm loving it. Isn't that kind of funny? They still thought we'd be doing analog shit. They're like, oh yeah, this is definitely what things are going to look. Oh, the Matrix.
Well, I think what's great about it is that it still keeps in a sense of realism and groundedness. And I think, as someone said earlier, like it's a bit retro.
What is their continuous mission, Trey?
To bring back mineral ore from their mining there.
I like it. We're looking for oil.
And also to explore new worlds.
Actually, we're just here for your oil. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely right, Slasher. No fancy blue milk, Joker. Yeah.
Do you think the aliens are already on the ship at this point?
You think the aliens are already on the ship?
No, like, is it just like stalking them right now? Like, yeah, you're getting probed first.
Jesus, Corey. The Bat Channel, which is your favorite alien movie at the moment? That's tough.
10, 9, 8, 7.
I'll have to think about that one, Butler. That's
You have 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second.
probably if I had to, like, gun to the head, I'd probably say Aliens. But I
Do it right now, Trey.
really enjoyed some of I mean, this one is a classic. You can't have that without this one.
You just like game over, man.
But Prometheus is also fire for different reasons. There's elements of Alien Covenant that I really dig. I don't know. That's tough. I'm even the weirdo who really, really likes Alien 3, the special edition.
You
I
like
think
alien
that's
movies in general.
yeah, I think it's Alien 3 is a misunderstood film, I feel like.
If you had to meet an alien, which alien species would you want to meet?
What?
Boom, 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 boom,
Corey, just
boom.
watch the movie.
You don't have
Yeah.
like a favorite alien species?
Are we talking about of the xenomorphs? Like
No, just like
whole
any aliens in general. Just
King Ghidorah. I'm just I don't know. Oh wow, that's cool. What was her first job, bro? Get out of curiosity. Chubba Teddy, my man.
yo,
Been too long, dude.
Teddy.
Hope you've been well, dude. How's life been treating you?
Five, four, three, two, one.
Yeah, definitely kind of setting that what people come to know and love about the sci-fi genre and space and exploration. That's cool. Corey, you got everyone talking about your freaking comments.
Hey, man. You're the one who tell people that you got probed. I'm not a probe and tell kind of guy.
Jesus.
Is this rated R, Trey?
Yes.
Rated R was easy back in 1979, though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it was mostly rated R due to the violent nature of it and the gore. We actually, Slasher, we actually did play the original, I think it was the original trailer, if I recall, at the very beginning of our watch party. We always like to show people what they're in for here. It's a cool trailer. I love how they've still used that sound from all of them, from Prometheus to, almost like that Banshee scream theme. Oh, how cool. That's awesome, Brogan. Yep. Made in 1979, Carrie. Celebrating its 45th anniversary on May 25th.
This was Universal, right?
No, this was 20th century.
20th, yeah, that's right. 20th Century Fox. So no way ET is in the same universe here, huh? This is super impressive for a 1979 movie. That looks like a fairly gentle landing. What the heck happened?
Yeah.
So these guys drill for ore and
Well,
minerals.
some of them do. These guys are also transporting all the supply back for the Wayland Yutani company.
Have these guys ever missed the depth?
Are you going Armageddon with this now?
Damn right, Jimmy. There was a bit of depth that I missed yet.
It is Oracle. I agree. Correct. Yeah. Oh, it is. I didn't. I did not know that, Slasher Fred.
So far, the only thing to do in space is smoke and drink coffee.
Well, it helps you connect to the characters. You realize it's like this is their everyday job. Back in the 70s, coffee and a cigarette, my man.
Read King Donkey Kong.
Is wait, is that Bilbo? It is. It is Ian Holm, correct. Yes, a very young Bilbo. Yep, he plays the science officer.
Huh. Bilbo Baggins better make it home.
The movies back then were well made. Star Wars was made in 1977. This movie was made in 1979. I'd rather look at these movies instead of many of the movies made today. Yeah,
I agree.
there's a lot of truth to that. It's impressive. I mean, even Jurassic Park, 1993, that CGI still holds up even in today's standards, and I would say it rivals some of Jurassic World's
Do you think we
animation.
got too reliant on CGI and such like
I
that?
I think so, and honestly, that would be if I had a major complaint about the Alien Covenant movie, I think they used way too much CGI and not enough practical effects, which is partly what made Alien and Aliens so damn good with the creatures.
Because ultimately, CGI still looks fake.
Damn, Slasher Fred, you got some good facts, my man. I did not know her sister Angela was also in Lost in Space. That's crazy.
What's up, Milo?
What's up, Milo? Main reason the movie looks like it barely ages because Ridley Scott pioneered a look and feel that has resonated up to present day. Everyone copied it for the next one. That, yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, this movie, when you think about it, definitely spawned a new generation of how to approach these big sci-fi films. And to think something even more insane about this movie, it's very expansive when you think about all the things that are going into it. It's new props, set designs, practical effects, all these things, right? It's very massive. How much do you think it costs, Corey?
This movie,
Yeah.
I'm never good with these questions, Trey. I'm gonna say I don't even know what budgets would have been back then. 200,000? I have no freaking clue, Trey.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, maybe this won't impress you then, but only 11 million.
That's what their budget was?
Yep.
11 million?
11 million, which is the same budget that Star Wars: A New Hope, or just Star Wars 1977 had.
Huh. Yeah, you know those technical. Still looks better than 180 million budget that I recently watched.
Right.
Show series. Look, 11 million. That's impressive. How much did this movie make in the box office, dude?
Alien?
Yeah.
It was I know opening weekend it did about, it was almost 3.6 million, so almost $4 million opening weekend, but I think altogether it ended up being more like 79 million for the gross, something like that. One of the movies that was the inspiration to Alien was the movie Dark Star, which was directed by John Carpenter, yeah, and Dana Wren, who worked on this, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Beyond the Night, 11 million, man. Back then, it was considerable money. But when you think about Godzilla minus one, that was less than $15 million in their budget as well. Kind of crazy.
For comparison, Trey, do you know what Star Wars' budget was?
11 million as well.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, there's moments CGI is impressive, right? The advancements of Jurassic Park, the advancements of Lord of the Rings, the advancements of Avatar, the advancements even with Godzilla minus one.
Ooh.
You know, there are things very impressive, but I feel like if you can do it with practical effects, always go the practical effects way.
Right.
In my opinion. I don't know. You might have the low subscription for Hulu that still does the ads. It's kind of expensive. I'm not gonna lie. The streaming services are rough. Maybe it would have been smart to done the director's cut instead. I don't know. I figured just most of us, I know from our followers, a lot of them do have Disney Plus and Hulu, so I figured it'd be easier than to have people rent the director's cut. You can do that, Brogu. Just go ahead. Yeah, that is a great quote. In space, no one can hear you scream.
But you can smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
What planet did they crash land on?
I think it comes back up in Aliens because that's obviously where they have
This
the
is where
terraforming.
they pick them up, huh?
Yes, in this ship. Yep.
So in reality, they invaded the aliens' home.
Maybe. I think if I recall, they call the planet, it's like LV 426. If I recall. I don't think
wonder
it's
if
like
it
given
has,
like
like,
an
a meaning
actual
to it.
name. The ship from Prometheus. Yes. It is, and you'll see the engineers. Yes. This was a concept that I loved so much from the prequels that they were doing that I wish they went more into it. Especially there's some deleted scenes from Prometheus that and some scripts that people old versions of the script that they did the conversation. It was really really cool. I hope I don't know. I want them to finish that. I hope there's some nod to Prometheus or Alien Covenant and Romulus. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. Because I really want to know what happens to David. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen it, I want to know what happens to David. Yes. Big creature. With Godzilla -1, I think they combined the two. If I'm not mistaken, they use practical effects along with some CGI. Yeah, there was some of that. Yeah, a lot of it was CGI, but a few moments where they used practical effects, which was cool. Just a different style of how to use CGI when they're coming out with the physical copy. I can't wait to get that to watch how Takashi Yamazaki, who was the director, did that, and to really break it down for you guys. We have a $5 super chat from Milo. They landed on LV 426. Oh, cool. Thank you. AKA Echeron. Okay, sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, Alien Day is 26 April. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I thought it was LV 426. I was like, gotta play you a little some to say thank you for that $5 super chat. It always means a lot to us when you guys support us like that.
One.
So you're looking for the one.
I'm gonna have me some fun. 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 I'm gonna have me some
I love that so much. Though. Thank you so much again, Milo, for that $5. Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you, Milo.
That can't be good. No, not really. The scene where Kane goes down in the cave and music plays very suspenseful, gives you an impression that something bad is going to happen to him down there. Jerry Goldsmith, right? He's a goat. The fact that Jerry Goldsmith has done so many big films, even some of the Star Trek movies when they came out later on. Yeah, great composer. I'm gonna miss a They really need to. They really do need to finish the David story. It's the one thing that if they never do, it will break my heart a little bit because while I know Alien Covenant wasn't really well received, David is such a fascinating character. He's honestly probably one of my favorite villains just because he's so wild and like intriguing. Michael Fassbender does a great. He's just a good actor. I heard some wild theories about the Prometheus theory. I'll message you some. Yeah, go ahead. I've been watching a ton to even hear if I've always been paying attention. Are they going to make an Alien Covenant 2? Is there going to be a Prometheus 3? However they want to label it. As I've heard some wild ideas from people who worked on the sets of where they think they were going and some of the behind the scenes bonus features that if you watch from Prometheus to Alien Covenant, some really cool stuff there. Really cool stuff. Highly recommend. We are currently 35 minutes into the theatrical cut of Aliens if you're just joining us now. You can watch on Hulu, Disney Plus premium subscription if you have it, or rent it on digital on demand. Though if you plan on buying it, just get the special edition. Yeah, he's I think he's an underrated actor personally. I think he's just very talented. Loved what he did with Magneto, loved what he did with, David and all the other characters. He's very good. Well, that made me jump and spill my drink. That got me too.
Dang, not breaking protocol.
Um, Slasher Fred says, "I think what makes the character of Ripley such a great character is how she goes from being just a second lieutenant to someone to actually take charge." And I think that's the silly part. I was actually talking to my super bat mom about this. Um, is that Hollywood, for some reason, thinks there was never strong female characters before the early 2000s. And it's like Ripley, uh, Leia, Mary Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life. There's a lot of kick-ass female characters. Um, hell, even Night of the Living Dead, Georgia Romero. That's all about a woman who that's a kick-ass movie when you think about it and how early it came out. There's plenty of strong female characters out there. They just got to be well done, written well. Great point, Slasher.
Release us. Do you think he's in pain right now?
No.
That's a good point. Why don't they just freeze him?
Why indeed, Super Bro? Just cut it off. Milo says, I was 9 when I saw this movie when it came. You were 9? Dude, that must have been terrifying. I honestly, I think I saw it that early. My dad did not care. He was like, aliens on, we're watching it. I hated Ripley for not letting in the explorers after Kane was attacked. Wanted to clap when Ash opened the door. Interesting. I can't recall the first time I watched it and how I felt about it. I was probably too young to understand. But interesting. I dig that, Milo.
I know, because I didn't remember that scene, and I was like, yep, keep it closed.
Keep it closed. Quarantine that man.
And ultimately, she was right. Otherwise, they would have made 10 other movies about this. Does this get pretty gruesome, Trey?
No. Ridley Scott really he was waiting for the right moment to shock the audience. And this wasn't the scene yet. You're coming up, but
It's burned through 2 decks now, huh?
it's incredible that the cast members died in her like the characters. Oh, I dang. That's crazy to think about. I love how they really incorporate job responsibilities in this. Like, I feel that this is my everyday work life dealing with management and corporate procedure. I think that's what makes it feel so intense and scary for the audience is because, like, yeah, that's me, man. I'm that dude. Like, where's my raise? Where's my bonus? I don't want to do extra work if I don't get a raise, you know. It's a very smart way to, while it's in the future, far distant future, to really still make it feel like I'm that character, you know. It's smart. How the hell do you kill that creature? This is the right answer right here, Red Hood Outlaw. Hire a predator. Yeah. Predators got their butts handed to them. Well, I feel like the Predators teamwork wise in AVP didn't work, but the moment you have one Predator by himself, he seems like Predators are just better at being solo.
Do you think the aliens like, yeah, I taste human now and I have a taste for them?
Maybe. Or perhaps, they're called face huggers, right? They just want to hug you. Just want to be like, "Hello, friend. Welcome to my world." They're not violent. Oh, of course not. Sorry, Carrie. Walks in the park is such a great line, and in the sequel, they used a very similar one. Express. Yeah. Yep. I like that trowbridge. Kind of reminds me of the Jaws 2 tagline, just when you think it's safer to go back in the water. But mm, they always were a bit twitchy slasher.
Yeah, my precious smile there. Oh shit. What's going on with that guy behind me, Trey?
Don't worry, Corey. Stand closer. Do the Heimlich, Corey. Do the Heimlich.
Is he choking? That's why you don't eat your salad all at once. Oh,
Ooh.
man. Ugh. Waiter, waiter.
Check, please.
What did he order? What did he order, Trey?
The soup.
The
Oh no,
soup.
he had the special.
The special. That's what I'm having. The special. I'll have the
Change
soup.
your mind to the soup.
Good choice. Did that alien have a silver grill?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I think that may be some of the crazy theories that Red Hood Outlaw was talking about with David. If anyone's catching my drift.
Hell no.
They were trying to put like a spoon, something that he wouldn't like hurt himself or like choking on it, like swallow his tongue, because that can happen sometimes. It's kind of creepy. So that's what they were doing with the spoon. It's incredible how this movie came out when personal computers were just getting started, because long ago, back when computers were very humongous back then. Yeah. One of the cool parts about that chest burst scene was when they did it with the test audiences, they did not like it. Test audience, they thought it was too much, too graphic, and the studio actually tried to convince Ridley Scott that it was too much, and like, hey, like maybe we take the scene out. And he's like, no, that's exactly why we need to have it. It's rememberable, And thank God they did, because that has become the iconic theme. When you go see an alien movie, what's the one thing you expect them to see? Got to see something burst out of the chest. Why the hell didn't they try to trap her or kill it? I don't know. Beyond the night. Why did Ash stop them? Why? Why? Brogu, I am currently at 1 hour and 27 seconds. That is correct. Slasher. Oh no, not again. Sigourney was my first celebrity crush because of this movie. I'll tell you a fun fact that I'm sure you probably know. Butler, when it comes to that certain scene, that I'm sure did it for you. She's got that poofy 80s hair. Yeah, yeah, you know, rocking them Nikes. It is Brogu. It is, and that's where the funny little fact. I don't know how true it is, but it sounds true because everyone talks about it. Um, but yeah, I'll bring it up when that scene happens. The cat is scarier than the alien. Damn cat. Like a snake. Oh, yeah. Brogo, you might have to tell me, is it true? I don't know. I can't tell if it's a rumor or if it's actually true of what they did. You know, what they had to do in the post.
How did it get big so fast?
They grow quickly, Corey.
Cool. That damn can ain't doing anything to help.
The way that the xenomorph appears to be so humongous in front of Brent is so terrifying because it has grown from being just a tiny little creature into a very dangerous one. Yeah. Just showcases how dangerous that species is.
What? Wait a second. Is Dallas Viper?
Bro, how have you not figured that out by now, Corey?
What?
Yeah, Tom Skerrit.
Yeah, buddy. Top Gun? Dang, dude.
Tom Skerrit, man. I thought you would have known that. When I said, like, dude, you'll recognize some people.
Dude, it wasn't until that line where he was talking there that I was like, that sounds like you're in the sky. You know, just
Charlie's like fireflies.
yeah.
What are my options, sir?
I love this movie. Instant classic now.
Okay, cool. So I'm glad. See, without actually saying it, Brogu and I are on the same page of something him and I have both heard about this one particular scene. Ow.
I hope Viper makes it back. I don't like that face, Trey.
How come that cat just watched and didn't help? I mean, the cat was trying to warn him. The Jonesy did what she could, you know. Top Gun. A dog would have fought the alien. Yeah. You know how that battle goes, though, in Alien 3. Not the special edition, because apparently it's a cow.
That should be a good question.
Hmm. Tom Top Gun Skerrit. How did he pull the short straw? He's the captain. He has to. It's his job. I read that originally Ripley was supposed to die at the end, and the message that Ripley gives out was actually the xenomorph imitating her voice. That would have been insane. That is a curious ending. I'm glad they didn't go that route. That would have been creepy as shit. It should be right there.
This can't be good. Oh man. Ooh. That made me jump a little bit, Trey.
I think this is a perfect time, Corey, to post Butler's comment. He forgot the number one rule of Top Gun: never ever leave your wingman.
Oh man. Damn it.
A fatal error.
That made me jump, bro. I do dig Parker. Hell yeah.
Hmm. This movie good, terrifying, like Blood and Honey. Don't tell that to Bad Dan.
Hmm.
He loves Blood and Honey. That movie's just scoring not great. Yeah, I agree. The story wasn't. Yeah.
What the heck, man?
Yeah, that's a great point, Milo. Yeah, it is very 2001 Space Odyssey.
I knew we should have never given him the ring.
Mm. Interesting, isn't it? 9 lives. Why wouldn't the science division want it, Carrie? Hmm?
Hmm. Damn, he's calamari now. Kalima.
Kalima.
Kalima. He can't be real.
Oh,
Whoa. He's a droid.
it's so awesome reading all you guys' reactions to it. Oh my god, what is he doing? Interesting. Someone help her. Oh,
I'm tired of
oh.
these robots and aliens.
He is a android. Yep.
Uh,
He's freaking out. He's trying to choke her with that magazine. I give him points of original. Yeah, I agreed. Yeah, in terms of, could you imagine like that's how you took someone out? Like I used a magazine, suffocated her to death. You did what? Excuse me. Whoa.
yikes.
Your partner knocked her head off. Hmm. Deadpool.
What do you think of the background, Deadpool?
Hope you're enjoying the watch right now. Heading out on my way to Super Cross Way. See y'all.
Well, I'm reporting live from the ship, Dad.
You're not going to make it up there. So did they know about the aliens before this movie? It's very possible, Rach. It's not quite clear from based on what we've seen in Alien Covenant and Prometheus, which are prequels to this particular movie. It's very likely that the Weyland-Yutani group was aware that there's a creature out there, this perfect specimen. I don't want to give away why Weyland-Yutani wants it so much, because I know there's a few people in here who probably haven't seen Aliens. Maybe we'll do a watch party of that soon when it has its anniversary. I don't know. We'll see. That is a phenomenal film too, Slasher Fred. Oh my! I actually just watched that the other day. The director's cut too. It's oh, yeah, love The Martian. It goes from it as a really scientific uh, realism to how what it would be like if someone did get stranded on that planet. That's a great film. I wonder if my dad has seen that. He would love that movie. Corey, do you know if Dad has seen that?
I'm sorry, I got into the
I'm sorry.
the
You
movie.
keep watching. You keep watching.
Dadpool is in the chat though.
Dadpool, have you seen The Martian? Ridley Scott's The Martian? I have it with Matt Damon. I have it on Fandango if you ever want to watch it, man. It's amazing. Dude is like David. Yeah, it's interesting with the androids of how they analyze it for sure. Game over, man. Game over. That smile, what a freak. Yeah, it's sinister, right? Very sinister. Milo with another $5 super chat. Brother, you're being too kind. Thank you, dude. Seriously, that means a lot. It's really great to see you, Milo. Uh, in 1979, as a boy, I peeked into the auditorium before our showing, saw Ash's head knocked off, ruining that reveal. Never peeked at a movie again. Yeah, that sucks that it got ruined for you. Yeah, that's never thought about peeking in a movie before. You kind of asking for it at that point, Milo.
This one's for you, Milo. Thank you very much, buddy.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. God, I love those movies. I can't wait to watch that. I mean, Sarah wanted to do a Predator marathon after we watched all the aliens, so that might have to happen. Thanks again, Milo. Appreciate it, dude. Dylan. Right? Wonder Wife is amazing. I love that she's really geeked out with me because I think when we started dating 10 years ago, she had never seen the Alien films or Predator. So the fact that she's gotten like geeky about them that I have, it's pretty cool. It's a good film. Find a woman that loves the movies you do, you know. Love her forever. I promise, Oracle. I'm kind of stuck with her, you know, whether she likes it or not. Damn cat is the real villain. Got it trapped.
Huh.
They had a nice little callback to that kill scene in Alien Covenant with the tail. Parker was a real G. Yeah, Parker's a great character. I love this. Yeah, Butler, the silence. This is what scared me the most, the realization that you are all alone. Like, oh yeah, no one to bail you out. Maya says, I always wondered whether having all the men die first was intentional given the feminist sensibilities of the writers. Possibly, but like it it's used so well. I mean, in a way, when it's like Ridley Scott and you think like when James Cameron takes over in Aliens, it's very much a similar kind of
Mm.
you know arc for Sarah Connor versus Ripley, where it's these two women who don't seem like your protagonist hero type, and then they're forced into a situation that pushes them to rise above and to really do what they have to do to survive and to become this kick-ass character, which is good storytelling. They do a really great job compared to other characters like Ray Skywalker, who they did really flesh out well. They had 3 films to do it. Mm. The scene at the end where it appears to be over, and then it gives you a surprise of the Xenomorph hiding in the escape. Oh, yeah, yeah, this is.
This is freaky, man.
I would hate to be alone on this. Damn, that got me. Can't shit. I just imagined you 9 lives like typing that. I'll be like, oh shoot. Oh God, leave the cat. The kitty had to go. Brogan says, I think Ripley was always the star of this movie. Her surviving to the end was always going to happen. In my mind, this movie is totally different than today's girl boss movies that they try to push. Yeah, and I think that's like we were talking about earlier, Broker, why it's kind of silly of Hollywood tries to push this idea that there was never female protagonists or female badasses in movies, and there is right there, in the 70s. Some of the best female characters ever: Leia, Ripley, Mary Bailey. Mm. Mhm. I wanted to do that to my computer today the other night. My work computer, not my Mac. Exactly, yeah. Linda Carter's Wonder Woman, the Charlie's Angels. Yeah, man, there's they've always been there. There's been good writers and who actually take the time to write a character.
Yeah, I'd be rocking that flamethrower big time.
Yeah.
I'm antsy for her to get off this thing. Let's get out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, 30 seconds is too long. Oh my God, they're gonna count
Oh
it down
no,
on us,
your
dude.
ship has been jammed. Shit. Yeah, this notion that there were never any female protagonists in a movie is ridiculous. Like you said, we have Ripley, we have Princess Leia. There are other women that have been great leads
Why
in
can't
movies.
this be like a 10-second countdown, please, God?
Yeah. Well, it's like I said, when you go back to It's a Wonderful Life, old school black and white film. Like, yes, it focuses on George Bailey, but if you look at the truth of it, it's Mary Bailey that's the hero behind the scenes. She's the one that saves him at the end. She's the rock in his life. It's always been there. It's not a new concept. The cat's still alive. Why didn't it eat the cat? I don't know. Maybe it's like Predator, where it doesn't view it as a threat, or maybe the alien's like, dude, this cat's stuck in the cage. You guys are
Dang, man.
horrible pet owners.
That beats Christopher Nolan.
She just tossed that poor cat around.
Hear me, Trey?
What's that?
That beats Christopher Nolan.
Oppenheimer? Was that?
Yeah.
Is that oh.
Nope.
Yeah, Brogu.
Yikes. I don't like how, like, what? Why is it still hanging around?
Were you expecting them to roll the credits? You don't want her to
Yeah.
get back to Earth and like see her family? You gotta have the happy ending, bro. Where
I don't like that we're hanging around and she's kind of just looking off into the distance while there's
I
stuff
don't know
going
what
on
your
in the
problem
background.
is,
Trey.
Trey. Everything's fine, bro. The ship is on its way.
Oh, the cat made it. Wait a second. Whose cat is that? Then whose kitty litter box did it just shit in?
She made it. We survive. Tim, what's up, brother? Dude, I just saw your message literally the other day. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know why it was like in my Twitter's
Damn you, Trey.
like requested message thing where it's like, I don't know. Like it just didn't show because I'm following you on Twitter. Tim, I'm sorry. We're gonna make it happen at some point. Nolan is my Spielberg. Yeah, Nolan.
This is why the butler likes this scene, eh?
Well, okay.
Likes-
So here's the rumor that's going around for this particular scene. Obviously, Sigourney Weaver, gorgeous. She's not possessed this round. She's just attractive. Supposedly, that it's the 70s, and one particular fashion down under was a 70s bush, and apparently they removed that from the actual film. They had to like do some editing to remove that because that wasn't kosher. You couldn't have that with Sigourney. They needed her to be shaven, clean cut.
Really?
Yeah.
That's totally a guy thing to do, though. Like, oh, nobody's here. I'm going to take off my pants now and walk around.
Right.
First
She's
thing
like,
I
I
do
don't have
when
to
I
worry
get
about
home.
anybody.
Yep. Except the stupid alien that got on the ship because the cat let it here. Stupid cat. If you just go to sleep in the thing, you won't know what happens.
Yeah.
What the hell? is that?
Yeah, Tenet's an interesting one, Tim. I've watched it a couple of times, and there's just some like the concept is crazy and cool. It just doesn't quite. I don't know if it's just executed well. I don't know. Not sure about that one still. Watch it like 3 times now, and I'm still figuring it out. The most surprising survivalist is the cat.
So obviously there's a dude playing in the suit, right? The alien suit.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
What was? Did he ever talk about like what that was to get in that suit? I'm sure that was probably like hot as hell, like Godzilla level style.
I don't recall. I know it was done. I think his name was like Balaji Padeo, something like that. Who was the performer, if I recall. Um, and he was like 7 feet tall, if I recall.
Whoa!
Yeah, but he was like very like slim built, so it kind of worked out. Um, and if I heard a rumor, I mean, this might be, I don't know if I heard correctly, how he got chosen for, to be the xenomorph was they found him in like an English pub, the crew, one day, and they're like, dude, you're perfect. Come with us.
You look like
know?
an alien, dude.
Yeah. And they put him in that latex costume. So I'm sure it was hot. But it was also done by a couple of if I remember, he wasn't the only one. He kind of just did the slow motion scene where you kind of see a lot of the creature in full, the size of it. But I believe most of the like action sequences were done by the stunt people, like Eddie Powell, Roy Scammell, something like that, did it. Yeah.
She's probably confusing that alien thing.
He's like, why are you putting your suit on? You're making me very uncomfortable now.
Buckle up. What?
I'm waiting for the scene. Brogan was like, I was waiting for you to talk about it, Trey. I saw what they did there.
Why is that hurting it?
I think it's something the aliens don't like cold weather or like,
Space is cold.
woof.
Eject those feet, man.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it, Tim. I'm seeing it tomorrow night. Thank you, Butler. I tried.
Huh.
Oh. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Roll credits. Awesome. It's so good. I mean, the director's cut is better. And actually, Corey, you want to hear something funny? The director's cut is actually 1 minute shorter.
I really hated that scene. I'm gonna take it out.
Right, I'm gonna take it up. That's. I think they just kind of replace different shots and stuff like that. And there he is, the alien design, H.R. Geiger, goat, man, complete goat. Um, such a good movie. I know it's a theatrical edition, but I still watching that. I could totally see why people back then thought that's a damn good movie. Corey, now that you've seen it all the way through for the first time, you've only seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, man? Are you kind of in your mindset like, okay, maybe I was wrong about this movie. It deserved a second look.
I think, yeah, I think we could absolutely say that. I think maybe as a younger kid, you know, like it's kind of a slower paced, scary movie. You know, there's a lot of stuff being set up. They're trying to create that silence and that lonesome feelings of space in the movie. So I maybe that as a kid is what took me out of it. But like watching it again as an adult, dude, like that was awesome, man. Like that, a lot of like really creepy scenes and yeah, some big stars in there that I didn't remember was in it. So obviously I remember Sigourney Weaver being in there and, you know, the dining room scene. But yeah, that was almost like watching it for the first time. It's been so long since I've seen that. So, and only saw bits and pieces of it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, dude.
I'm glad. Is there anything like, compared to other sci-fi, you and I lately, especially with the Bat channel, we've actually been watching a lot of sci-fi lately, especially space films and TV shows.
We have?
Yeah, with Acolyte, with Star Wars, with
Trying to forget
Rebel
Acolyte,
Moon. We've seen a lot lately. So you're seeing a bit of a different tone. We've seen a lot of space adventure, space fantasy, space kind of magical sense of it to space war movies. Here you get a little bit of a different genre. You get space horror. But I feel like tasteful horror for the most part. There is some gory parts with it. How do you think Ridley Scott executed with this particular film? Just in terms of like, I guess just how did it work for you now being able to watch all the way through, and do you feel like execution wise this is actually
I understand
very well
why
done
you
movie?
are so afraid of that isolation game now. Like it makes sense. Like this movie is definitely creepy as hell. The lonesome all by myself vibes at that game, and this movie gives just like there's not very many people on the crew, so it's like, and they keep getting picked off one by one, so it's like so insane to see that. So like I think it does have a lot of neat features to it. You know me, Trey, I'm not much of a horror genre guy, so I don't watch these movies as often, but this is one that I think I will return to sooner rather than later.
Ooh, that makes me really happy to hear that, because I know when I told you, I was like, oh man, Corey might not go for this. This might be the first time Super Bro says not for me.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't care for scary movies, and I think I don't know. Dad wasn't afraid to like just throw me into like scary movies, because I remember being like 10 years old after Van Helsing came out, and I was like, Dad, I really want to get into more like werewolf and vampire movies. Give me something good. And he was like, here's The Howling. I should not have watched The Howling at 10,
Right.
But it's one of those movies where I think Dad and I have like seen so many of these different scary ones that it's just really well done. And I think for me, what makes a good horror movie is not just, the ability to create intense, suspenseful, themes, or to really catch you off guard and give you those jump scares. It's to make you care about your characters, to like be on this journey with them, to feel like you're there in the room with them. And that goes from performances and the story that you're on with them and the mystery behind it a little bit, because watching that movie, there's like a ton that you go, dude, I want to know more about that ship, that alien ship that had all the alien eggs on it, with that creature that had its chest burst out of you. You know, it's this movie does a lot of great setup that I'm glad we kind of got, you know, some extensions with, you know, the sequels that have come out, but also the prequels. And like I said, I really hope at some point we get a little bit of more David in there. Maybe David shows up in Alien Romulus. Maybe that's a big secret. I don't know. To be shorter, yeah, it's so good. Yeah, that makes me really happy that you guys are enjoying this one. Can you believe it? 45 years and this movie still holds up. And I don't think you really see. Yes, there's some things dated in terms of, you know, how the characters are dressed or looking. You know, it does look very 70s, 80s style, but it's a cool film, man. It's really good. Corey,
I have Deadpool here. Deadpool just arrived.
Deadpool.
Could you explain to us why you would let a young Trey? When did you see this movie as a first time as a kid?
Fully, I definitely was at least 10, maybe 8 to 10.
8 to 10 years old. Could you explain why you would let an 8 to 10-year-old watch this movie? Deadpool?
Yeah, absolutely. First things first. That's how you toughen a boy up and get him in those kind of movies. Second of all, he was the least favorite, so why not scare the hell out of him like we did at the amusement park? And third of all, you had to prepare for what your life was going to be like with Super Bro Corey. And so, you know, just a little exercise and training.
Did Dad just say it was his least favorite?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said you're the least favorite. So sucks to suck, nerd.
Don't feel bad. Corey looks like the guy that got, you know, the thing comes out of his chest.
I'm pretty sure something did come out of Corey's dress.
Move on.
Bye, Deadpool.
Epic.
Oh my God. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You got your Deadpool cameo for the night. I love seeing it. Scary as hell, but liked it. The suspense was killing me, and I love it. Yeah, to be sure, it's so good. Still think it's a masterpiece. Aliens is maybe even better in my humble opinion. I absolutely well see that's the thing, is like all the alien movies, they're kind of different in their own right. You know, they still follow some of the textures that each of these movies has, the things that make them iconic and what makes them alien movies, with of course the xenomorph character. But Aliens is, when you think about a sequel, about like every time a studio goes, we got to go bigger, we got to go badder. They did it, but they did it in a way that is really well done, and I think just completes the kind of the two arc, especially for Ridley Scott's standpoint. And then whether you like Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection, I find a lot of joy still in Alien 3. Alien Resurrection's a bit of a weird one, but I still watch it. It's kind of like, it's so bad it's good. Corey, have you ever seen Alien Resurrection?
That's the one that we're talking about where she has like a love affair.
Yeah, the weird alien.
She's like, I'm your mommy.
Creature. Yeah,
like dirty alien and mommy.
Was that a Ripley joke?
It was. Yeah, it was.
Nice, Corey. Nice.
Yeah, man. No, I've seen bits and pieces like that. Like I thought this one may have gone like I'm mommy now at some point. So that's how long it's been since I've seen this. I did a quick search though. Rotten Tomatoes scored this movie really well. Really
Did
well.
they really? What is it? Out of curiosity. You're talking about audience score, right? Oh,
critics,
okay. Go ahead.
93% from critics, Tomato Fresh, and a 94% from audience score, and it's over 250,000 plus audience ratings. So pretty awesome there for what it is. You know, like to be honest with you, before today, if you were like, hey, what do you remember of Alien and what would you rate it? I'd probably be in like the 4s, but I'm definitely not in the 4s anymore.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens when you listen to me. You understand why I like the movies I do. Super Bro, I'm educating you. I try a little
Well,
bit. Well,
yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
Now Wonder Wife and I will tomorrow night we'll be watching Alien Romulus, the brand new film of the franchise. Get your tickets.
Are
Seriously,
you not going to rate it?
am I not? Damn! You're gonna make me rate it.
Well, like, are we going to rate these movies? Like, I guess you don't have to, since this is one that you've grown up with. Like, it has nostalgia factor, but I would easily give this like an 8.4 now.
Wow, that's impressive. I guess it's difficult to say. So
It's still not like my type of movie that I would normally watch all the time, because again, I'm not into the horror genre very much. But yeah, that was enjoyable, and kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and haven't, and Butler 8.4 only because like it's not my genre. Like if I was into the horror genre, yeah, sure, I would rate it up in the 9s for sure.
Which is
but
fair.
Like,
I can honestly tell you, I can't think of one single horror movie that Corey goes back to ever. In fact,
one.
Which is it?
What do you think?
Van Helsing?
Yep. And does that count as a horror movie?
It's a little more on the adventure side, but
Okay.
I sure you can throw it in the horror part. But yeah, dude, we are gonna do a Van Helsing watch party closer to Halloween, because that's actually celebrating its 20th anniversary.
Really?
And I think that is one of the most underrated like Halloween films of all time. Like Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, come on. That it is, when you think about like movies that are made today, especially when Universal try to make their whole dark universe theme, Van Helsing achieved it, and it was awesome. It was kick ass.
Mhm.
I don't, that's a film that it hurts me that it didn't do as well, because I know there was plans for a sequel to bring in Creature of the Black Lagoon at some point. And I was like, which I heard is getting a film finally as well with James Wan. So I don't know. It's some cool horror stuff coming out, but the fact that the Alien franchise is still kicking, because Corey, not only are we getting Alien Romulus this freaking weekend in theaters, go get your tickets. I got mine for AMC Dolby, you know me. But
Oh boy.
there's going to be a TV series coming out, Corey, that we might have to go weekly on it. It's going to be on Hulu, FX with Alien Earth. I hear rumors about things that we're going to get a preview soon. So I don't know. We'll see. So be on the lookout. Maybe even during Alien Romulus, that would make sense, because if they want to capture that same audience. But yeah, Alien Earth.
I think since we have a lot of people in the chat that saw this for the first time, kind of along with me, put in the chat what you rate it as well.
So I never get. So you gave it an 8.4.
Well, yeah, like I think I think it's there's a lot, like 50% of the poll today said that this was their first time watching it.
Yeah,
So
that
really
is impressive for us. I don't think we've had that like close of a gap between yes and you have seen it or not seen it since Angels in the Outfield, but I think most people did see it. If I had to score, well, okay, if we're talking theatrical cut, I'm going to give it a 9.1. But if we're talking about the special edition, then I'm thinking more like a 9.6, 9.7.
It makes it that much better, and it's shorter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a little more things that are explained better. And I think it's just it's better edited. Yeah, it's just a good movie. It's just this Aliens is Aliens, and then you go to Aliens, like, which shit. Yeah, now thinking about it, I probably would give Aliens my top number. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens when Alien Romulus comes out, because I think I'm going to do a franchise ranking. Wonder Wife and I will do a franchise ranking video to let you guys know where things stand for us. But I think people will be surprised by what Sarah and I score. We might be different too. I'm not even sure. But yeah, dude, I'd probably do that 9.1 to a 9.7 with a special edition. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love it that much for sure.
Interesting, man. If you look at the chat is saying Broger says he give the director's cut a 9. Oracle's Clock Tower gave it an 8.8. Red Hooded Outlaw 9.2. 9.4 from Beyond the Night. Broger says the director's cut would be a 9.5. Aliens is my top alien movie right now. The Butler gives it a 9.8. Wow, Butler. Wow, that's amazing.
That's high for Butler.
Yeah,
he normally doesn't go above a 9. I don't think we've ever seen him go above a 9.5.
I'm not sure. That's impressive. Is that mainly because of a certain somebody who's in this film, Butler? 9.2 from Carrie Kelly, and 8.9 from Joker's Wild. Whoa, we got Milo in with a 10. He said Alien is my number 1 favorite movie. Wow,
oh, Milo, that's cool, dude.
Some of the what parts are like what makes this your number 1 favorite movie of all time? Like I love to hear that. Like I honestly wish I gave this a little bit more of a chance years ago versus just like watching it now with you for the first time, Trey. Like it is a good movie. 9.3 from 9 Lives in Hell here. I bet you I want, like, with you hearing your jump, I bet you if we watched the director's cut, I'd be in the 9s. 9 Lives in Hell here, 9.3 out of 10. 9.4 from the Batman Who Laughs. 9.1 from Kaiju Crazy Craig Rowland. 9.3 from Trevor H. 9.5 from Wayne Enterprises. 9.426. You get it, Trey.
Oh, for LV 426. Yeah, I see what you do there. Yeah, that's cute.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Jesus, Brogu.
Yeah, 8.8
Mark
from
the
King
film
Donkey
editors.
Kong. 9.1 from Dark Star Killer Unleashed. Man, these are a lot of good scores here. A lot of good scores. That's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's awesome for the simple fact that 45 years later, and this film still hits. It still achieves what it needs to, and it just goes to show why there's still a large fan base for Aliens
got 9.5
now.
from hashtag Restore the Snyderverse guy.
Wow, dude. Awesome. I think for them, as long as you're above an 8, I think this film is worthy of anything above an 8. Because I think it is that good, especially for the time it came out, 1979, $11 million budget. What Ridley Scott did and the story that he sets up with the writers like David Giller and Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shushoot, I think, something like that. Like it's just such a great film that I think no one was expecting at the time, because everyone was looking at space as being a very exciting and adventurous tale. The space exploration, it was gonna be fun, and I don't think anyone ever looked at it and said, well, isn't space kind of a scary idea too? No one can hear you scream in space, but not only that, the isolation that you would feel if something did go horribly wrong, or what if we did find a hostile life form on another planet and there was no way to stop it because it's just a far superior being. I think that type of story opened the doors for many other stories like Starship Troopers, like Men in Black, in a way you could say, or oh gosh, I just had it in my head and then I totally lost it, with a type of space horror movies. But Independence Day, where you have these aliens that are gonna whoop your ass. We're not gonna be the ones on top. So I think it just makes for a very interesting storytelling, and it's cool to see this franchise kick ass still. So I'm very excited for Alien Romulus coming out this weekend. So make sure you guys get your tickets and hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss Wonder Wife and I's review. If it gets enough views and a lot of traction to it, maybe Wonder Wife and I will do a spoiler review, and then of course we'll do our franchise ranking. So you're not going to want to miss that. But some really cool stuff coming up on the Bat Channel. Like I said, Alien Romulus is going to take place 20 years after this movie. So I'm curious to see. I've heard some people theorize that maybe it's the alien that she shoots out into space, and that's the creature that this ship meets up with, or gets hit with. So I don't know. I'm excited to see how they go about this. Hopefully we'll get some nods to what came before and maybe what they're setting up for the movie Aliens at some point. So gonna be a damn good time. Can't freaking wait. But guys, I just want to say, sorry, go ahead.
What Milo says here, by the way. He says number one favorite for revolutionary creature design, super immersive sets, consistent suspense, and maximizing tension with very little. Goldsmith's stunning score, every actor is brilliant, etc., etc. Well said, Milo. Well said.
I like that. I love that so much. And yeah, Jerry Goldsmith's composition score for this was fantastic.
I really want to see the extended cut now, Trey.
Bro, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll buy it.
Encore right now. Encore. Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
Do you want more? Can I get an encore?
Now what the hell are you waiting
Grogu
for?
asks, do you guys think that The Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be a good Star Wars film? I hope it is. I did see a little sneak peek from what was it, D23 that they had this year. And I am excited for it. I'm a little nervous about it too, because I'm not sure exactly what the adventure is, what the story is gonna set them up, and plus the last season of Mandalorian was a bit on the rough side. It wasn't as good as season 1 and 2. I even thought the second half of Book of Boba Fett, when it became a Mandalorian show, was better as a whole than the last season of Mandalorian. But I don't know. Hey, when it comes to the Mandalorian, I'll be there. Trust me, I'll be there in the theater opening weekend checking it out. For the Rey Skywalker movie, I'm gonna have to wait and see on the trailers for that, of what they're setting up for us. I am stoked for Dave Filoni's Heir to the Empire movie that he's setting up. So I mean, there's some good things coming. And like I said, Corey and I will be doing a trailer reaction to The Skeleton Crew later on for this weekend. So keep an eye out for that. A lot of cool stuff coming up for the Bat Channel. So you already know.
So you are excited
for Mandalorian and Grogu,
yes.
Or what? Yes, I am.
Yes.
I am excited.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, Corey. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Milo said, would like to hear your opinions of the original Alien life cycle versus the big change to it in Aliens. I love Aliens, but I did not like that change. Maybe you can opine sometime.
That's an interesting thought. I've done a lot of research on that too, because I've tried to understand exactly the differences and how the xenomorph and the black goo works from Prometheus and how it takes certain traits from its host. So it's a fascinating thing. I'm almost not even sure if we've really gotten a good. I'm not sure the writers have a good understanding of how it works either. I think they kind of they write in what fits in that movie, to where I'm not seeing a ton of consistency, but I'm curious about it. I mean, I like where your head's at, Milo. I'll have to do some research on that. I'll have to look into it more, because I have been very curious about that myself, and I haven't formed an opinion on it yet, partly because I just don't think there's enough details, at least from live action, that we've seen to give us anything. Now, if I did more deeper dives on some of the comics that they've come out with and the video games that they've somewhat decanonized certain things, like, I don't know, it's hard to say when it comes to how the xenomorph lifestyle works, and just how their mutation, their parasitic abilities work. And yeah, I don't know. Because like even Alien 3, what we were talking about, right? If you watch the theatrical cut, it's a dog that xenomorph comes from. If you watch the special edition, it's the bull creature. So it's like, but yet they're the same. You know, the story tells the same, but they come out the same. I don't know. It's one of those things I can't still wrap my mind of how that all works, but it's an interesting Milo. We might DM me sometime on Instagram at _batch, and we might have to we can discuss this further and just have a fun chat about the xenomorphs and their different species, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's a great question indeed. But I'm super stoked for Alien Romulus coming out this weekend. I think it's gonna be a kick-ass movie that no one is. I think people are sleeping on it, and I think people are gonna be pleasantly surprised at how good it is because it got Ridley Scott's seal of approval. He had some notes about it, but I think him and the director, based on some of the interviews I've seen, they've been able to have some great discussions on it, and I think they made a good film with it, hopefully. So we'll see. We'll make our own opinion when it comes up. But Koj, what's up, buddy? So we might need to drop some love. Wish I could watch Party with y'all. Hey, man, I know you're busy. Koj has a cool watch party coming up. If you love horror, and especially foreign horror, he's doing a South Korean film that is getting a ton of attraction. It's been out for quite a while. But the Train to Busan, which is a zombie film that South Korea filmmakers did, and I watched a trailer with Koj. It'll be my first time checking out, and he knows I love zombie movies, so I'm curious on how good that's going to be. So make sure you go check out our boy Koj's channel. It's going to be a great time on that. But guys, once again, Super Bro Corey and I can't thank you enough. I'm so glad Corey really enjoyed it as well, because I was a little bit nervous about how he was going to feel with this movie, because I love it, but I know he doesn't like horror. And so the fact that he was even like, hell, man, this is a solid freaking movie. I enjoy it. And
I remember telling you right from the get-go, I was like, man, he's going to ask me some questions about scenes and such like that. I'm like, Trey, this is my first time kind of really seeing this. So it was fun, man. I had a blast. I'm glad you, I wasn't going to leave you hanging, but I'm glad you mentioned, let's do this stream for sure.
That makes me happy too. Well, maybe let me ask you simply this, Corey. Does this game get you does this movie get you in the mood to play some like Alien Colonial Marines?
Oh, absolutely. And to be honest, Trey, with what you were saying, how this Alien Romulus takes place in between 20 Aliens, the second one, I'm actually considering seeing it in theaters now. This was going to be one that I was just going to wait until, it came out, or
and when I bought it.
Yeah, when you bought it, I'd check it out. But yeah, man, I think I may go see it in the theaters.
Ooh.
Yeah, buddy.
Corey, that makes me so happy. Oh God, I honestly did. I mean, see, that's why I often don't
have to see if Deadpool wants to go with me.
Yeah, I often don't tell Super Bro like when to go see a movie. Like he just kind of like Twisters. He kind of just already was like, dude, I'm gonna go see it. We're doing a review on it. I'm like, all right, I'll follow your lead. Here's an instance where I wasn't even gonna tell Corey like, hey man, go see it so we can review it. I already knew Wonder Wife and I were gonna take care of it. So because I know he doesn't like horror. So the fact that you're hearing Super Bro say this is pretty freaking awesome. Now, guys. Just once again, we love you. We thank you so much for hanging out with the Bat Channel today. As always, it helps us out so much when you smash that like, you share this video, you subscribe if you haven't already, and you hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now, I want to make sure Super Bro Corey and I don't leave you guys on a scary note. We ended a very intense, suspenseful movie, so we need to kind of break it down a little bit, have some fun, give you a good laugh, but maybe staying within this realm of Alien. You may have heard Corey quoting this a little bit throughout the movie. So, guys, we hope you enjoy this little clip to say we love you. Don't have any nightmares. Don't let the bed bugs or aliens bite. And have a wonderful night. We'll see you this weekend with Alien Romulus review. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Oh, do you want me to play it?
Oh, no, I got to play it.
Okay.
again.
Hello, baby.
Hiya, Big Steph. Hi, Dream. What do you have?
We just got a couple minutes when we're gassing up. What's ready?
I can give you the space soup or the space special.
I'll have the soup.
Okay.
I'll have the cleavage. Special.
Okay, one special and one soup. Ready to order?
Hi, yes. We'll both have the Luna fish. Oh, anything to drink? Hey, watch where you're sticking that thing.
Huh? Oh, look, it's got a mind of its own, sweetheart. I can't do a thing with it. What?
So, we were lost. None of us knew where we were. And then Harry began feeling around on all the trees. And he said, I got it. We on Pluto. And we said, Harry, how can you tell? He said, from the bark, you dummies. From the bark.
Is he all right?
Yeah, the guy digs me. Hey, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know. Bring him some water. Water my ass. Bring this guy some Pepto-Bismol.
Waitress! What did he order?
Oh, he had a special.
That's what I ordered. Change my order to the soup.
Good move.
Oh, no. Not again.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Check, please.